Good morning, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora, machismo. My people, today we are going to talk on the topic, becoming an enemy of God. Becoming an enemy of God. But before we get into this topic, let us approach the throne of the Most High and thank Him for this opportunity where we can speak about Him and about His only begotten Son, Yahushua. Our Father who art in heaven, holy, righteous, perfect, and awesome are you, and so is your name. My Father, you are the very existence of existence. Most High, there is none like you. There is none who can be compared to you. There's none who can be compared with you. There is none who can compete with you. Father, you are the omnipotent of all, my Father Yahweh. I ask that you will send your Holy Spirit here in this place. Let your Holy Spirit warn of all who will try to use demonic and other forces to put words in my mouth that were not in my vocabulary, will try to use demonic and other forces to cause me to stumble over words I am familiar with, will try to use demonic and other forces to interfere with my thoughts, to interfere with my mind, to interfere with my memory. Father, those who want to see confusion in this world, Father, let your holy angels come divinely close to this place. And let your holy angels put a hedge of protection around me while I sit here. In Yahushua's name I say, let it be done. My people, the topic, becoming the enemy of God. Let us turn to Proverbs chapter 28 and let us read verse 1. Proverbs chapter 28 and let us read verse 1. The wicked flee when no one pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. The wicked flee when no one pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. My people, this is so true. The wicked have to always be looking over their shoulder, because the wicked specialize in doing evil to others. So they always have to be looking over their shoulder, wondering if any of those people they have done evil to is coming behind them to extort revenge on them for something they would have done. My people, becoming the enemy of God. You can offend your brothers. You can make a brother an enemy. You can make a neighbor an enemy. You can make your wife and your children an enemy. But the last thing you would want to do is to make an enemy of the one true living and sovereign God. My people, at times we offend others, and in our relationship with those people, there is a tense relationship when we are dealing with these people because we have offended them or they have offended us. That is not an enemy. A person who have offended you or whom you have offended is not your enemy. You may have a tense relationship, but as time goes on, the tension will wane. Understanding will come, and things may not go back to where it was, but it will get back to a place of normalcy. My people, An enemy, on the other hand, is one with whom you have a hostile relationship. A hostile relationship. My people, always remember this. When you have an enemy, the status of enemy don't ever change. It don't ever change. In wartime, you fight against each other. In peacetime, there is hostility, but there is no fighting. What I'm saying is that your enemies in peacetime remains your enemy. It just means that you're not involved in active hostility against each other. In peacetime, your enemies remain your enemies. My people, the one thing or person you don't want to make your enemy is the one true living and sovereign God. God cannot be the enemy. Because if you make God your enemy, you are doomed. My people, the Most High says, the wicked flee when no one pursue it, but the righteous is as bold as a lion. The only reason why the wicked have to flee when no one pursue them is because they have made others their enemies, and they don't know if or how to reverse their action and to bring harmony and peace back to that relationship. In Isaiah 54, verse 17, the Most High says to his prophet Isaiah, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against you in judgments shall be condemned. This is the heritage of the servant of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord. These are the promises. This is one of the promises that the Most High have made to his people. That no matter what you go through in life, no weapon that is formed against the faithful of the Most High will ever prosper. No weapon formed against the faithful of the Most High will ever prosper. It does not matter who holds or forge that weapon. It doesn't matter who wields or use that weapon. No weapon formed against the children of the Most High shall prosper. My people, we have to be careful with the things that we do. You have heard the term making a deal with the devil. You've heard the term making a deal with the devil. And many of us think that in order for you to make a deal with the devil, you have to seek out and find a grotesque monster, red grotesque monster with a pitchfork and two horns and with hoofs for feet. My people, when they say making a deal with the devil, you have learned from Psalms chapter 82, verse 2. It says, don't you know you are gods, you are the children of the Most High? Don't you know you are gods, you are the children of the Most High? Doesn't the Israelite know that they are gods, they are the children of the Most High, my people? If we are gods by virtue that we are the children of the Most High, it is obvious that the Edomites, the descendants of Esau, those people who the Most High, that man who the Most High placed in Rebecca's womb to forfeit, that man who Lucifer placed in Rebecca's womb to forfeit the plans of the Most High, the seed of Lucifer, the Caucasians. When I say don't make a deal with the devil, it means don't make a deal with the Caucasians. Listen to me. No Israelites is supposed to interact or be friendly with the Caucasians. None whatsoever. First thing, therefore parents have enslaved our people. They say for 400 years, but I'm telling you, for 2,357 years. Since BC 335. That is when the Caucasians' enslavement of the Israelites started. They never let up. Do you know how many generations of Caucasians was involved in the enslavement of the Israelites? Today we are still their slave. Listen to me, people. In Europe, in the United States of America, they shoot down the black man in the street, the Israelite man in the streets, for absolutely nothing. And no one is held responsible or accountable for their wicked actions. It's because we are still their slave. We are still their properties. My people, the Most High in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 says that your enemies are those who bought you and sold you as bondmen and bondwomen. The only people that bought us and sold us as bondmen and bondwomen are the Caucasians. They are our enemy. And remember, our enemies are our enemies in peacetime as well as in wartime. The relationship that the Caucasians has with us is a hostile relationship, and that hostility never wanes. My people, you say you honor, you say you love, and you say you respect the Most High God, the creator of heaven and earth. You say you want to be his people, as he has declared that he is and will continue to be our God. My people, the Most High put in his holy scriptures, in plain, easy to understand languages. Malachi chapter 1, verse 2 to 4, he says, Esau I hate, Jacob I love. You see, he will always hate the Edomites. My people, how can you love someone who the Most High had declared is hatred for? How can you be the friend of someone or a group that the Most High God, the creator of heaven and earth, the one who created you, the one who has a heaven to put you in and hell to put you in, how can you love someone who he says he hates? Don't you think that is a betrayal of your God? Let me tell you something. If a Hindu find out that one of their gods hates someone, I am sure that Hindu will go all out to kill that person who their ornament, their God hates. If a Muslim hates someone or a group of people, that Muslim will go out of their way to try to eliminate that person because of the hate they have for them. If a Muslim discover that their God, Allah, hates a particular person or a particular group of people, those Muslims will go out of their way to destroy those people. I do not know if the Quran declared a hatred for the Edomites, but we know the Muslims do not like, they do not trust, and they don't want any friends with the Caucasians. They call them the infidels. I cannot say, but here we are, the Israelites, the people who the Most High has put his seal upon, the people who the Most High have given his love freely, the people who the Most High have vowed he would always love them, they would always be his God, we would always be his people. The people who the Most High parted the Red Sea and the Jordan River for. He didn't want your foot to get wet. He parted the Red Sea and the Jordan River so you can get to the other side on dry ground. The people who the Most High loved so much that for 40 years he rained manna from heaven so that our foreparents could have nourishment in the desert where there was no nourishment. My people, don't you think if the Most High declares his hatred for a group of people that you have an obligation to yourself, to your salvation, and to the God who you say you love, to hate those people also? My people, no weapon formed against me. If you love the Caucasian, you're going to forfeit it. We have discovered and we have read. We have discovered and we have read that the Edomites are the seed of the devil. We have come to an understanding of this fact. We know the father of the Edomites is Esau. We know the Edomites in today's world is the Caucasians. Encyclopedia Britannica, Chabad.org brought you these references. There are more references out there. I have just not find them as yet. We know the Most High said he hates Esau and he will hate the Edomites forever. It means he would hate the Caucasians. Remember, he didn't say we'll hate them for a season. He said we'll hate them forever. Anyone who the Most High hates forever, I hate them forever also. I will not live forever. The Most High says, 10. 10. So for my 10, and I know he's going to give me more than 10. But for my 10, and those years that will be added to the 10, I will always hate the Caucasians, because my Father, my God, my Creator and my Redeemer, my King, say he hates them. My people, our African American friends here in California and around the America, they didn't want to follow the instruction of the Most High. They lost after the Caucasians' monies. They lost after the Caucasians' monies. They wanted to have the same money like the Caucasians. They want to go on vacation like the Caucasians. They want to drive expensive cars like the Caucasians. They want to do all of these things. They fail to understand or to realize that the Most High God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. That means all of the riches of the world belong to only one God, the Most High, the Creator of heaven and earth. So the riches that the Caucasians control belongs to my Father. The only reason why you and I are not controlling those riches is because we are not faithful to the Most High. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 to 68 says, if you do not diligently keep the commandment of the Most High, all of the curses will come on you. And the main of those curses is illness, poverty, and defeat by your enemies. People, we, the Israelite community around the world, we are experiencing vast illness, poverty, and our enemies have conquered us for 2,300 457 years. All because we are not faithful to the Most High. Deuteronomy chapter 30 says, the curse that we are now experiencing are for our enemies, are for those who hate us and persecute us. So here what we're seeing here, the people who hate us, the people who persecute us and murder us, who are supposed to experience the curses, are experiencing the wealth, because all you have to do is to appease the Most High, so the Most High could allow them to live in prosperity in a time when the Israelites is unfaithful to him. All you have to do is appease him. And they are very good at appeasing the Most High. My people, if we are not faithful to the Most High, we're going to end up in the place where the rappers and the movie stars, the Israelite rappers, the Israelite movie stars, and Israelite celebrity ends up. My people, don't make a deal with the devil. When they were looking for a red man with horn and pitchfork, they were making a deal with the children of the devil, the Caucasians. The children of the devil is a devil. My people, the Caucasians have induced all of those rappers, those big time singers you see on TV, making millions of dollars and flaunting they have more money than they can spend. You see them with their rap music, induce them into homosexuality so that they can enjoy the same pleasures that the Caucasians have been enjoying. In some cases, when the man, the black man, the Israelite man, who have a little talent or want to be rich, are induced into homosexuality, the Caucasians want to penetrate him. Yes, most of them allow them to, because the money means more to them than their pride and their dignity and their self-esteem. And when they say, nah, that can happen, the Caucasians take the low road and say, no, okay, I know it's hard for you because you're a man, but for just this once, I will let you penetrate me. And when he penetrates the Caucasians, it doesn't matter. He indulged in homosexuality, he become a slave. That is because, let me tell you something, people. If your enemies has something that you want, they can get you to do anything. If they have something that you lust for, they will kill you, and you will allow them to kill you in order for you to get what they have that you're lusting for. My people, when your enemy have something, you don't want it. Why? Because they are your enemies. You may admire it, but you don't want it because they are your enemies. If our African American friends, brothers and sisters, Israelite men and women, treated the Caucasians in the same manner the Most High said he's treating them, I would hate them and I would hate them forever. They will never be in this place, in this situation, where they are all enslaved. When I tell them to have an abortion, who follow the instructions, the advice or the counsel of their enemies? No one ever do that. Only the Israelites will follow the instruction and the counsel of their enemies, thinking that their enemies will have their best interests at heart. These same enemies were responsible for enslaving them, for enslaving us for 2,335 years. They are still murdering us in the streets, yet you think that they will ever have your best interests at heart. How stupid can they be, my people? Don't be an idiot and show it. You understand? If you love the Most High, you'll have to love the things that the Most High love and hate the things that the Most High hates. If you don't trust the Most High, then you will hate the things that the Most High love, like His laws, His statutes, His ordinances, His command, your brothers and your sisters, and you will love the things that the Most High hates because you don't trust the Most High. Like the Caucasian, you will love the Caucasians. When the Most High tell you, I would hate them forever. Me personally, let me tell you something. They wish they could kill me. They wish that I had the same level of lust that my Israelite American brothers has, where I will look at the things that they have and long for the stuff that they have. Long to be with a white woman. Long to drive a Lamborghini or a Mercedes Benz. Long to live in a big house with big lawns. Long to have something that they have. That is how they entrap the Israelites, men and women, because they look at the Caucasians and they want to be like them. They don't understand that they are gods. Why would a god want to be like a devil? The potential of a god is endless. The potential of a devil is limited. The power that he has, he will never increase one iota more of power. But the potential of the God, he has the ability and the potential to get unlimited powers. The riches that the devil has is limited. It is limited to what the Most High allow him to have. But the gods, the Israelites, who the Most High declare are gods, the riches that we will attain is limitless. Because the Most High have promised to pour out his generosity upon the people who loves and serve him faithfully. Not just the people, especially the Israelites. You will be able to lend to many nations. What does that mean? Not countries, many nations. Group of people of common ancestry, history, and culture. So when the Israelite is faithful to the Most High, he will be able to lend to the Caucasian nation, meaning all Caucasian nation. But he would not, because he is our enemy. The Most High don't like him, the Most High hates him, so therefore we will hate them. We'll be able to lend to the Chinese, the Japanese, the Indians, the Africans, the native people of the world, the Eskimos. My people, all you don't understand what you're forfeiting, my God, my people. Friendship with the devil is to be the enemy of the Most High. You see, Lucifer or Satan wanted to be like God. So he is the chief devil. The demons are under him, and the Caucasians are under the demons. Because the Caucasian does not have the authority in the physical realms. Lucifer gave them the ability to use the demons, the fallen angels, against us. But when we are faithful to the Most High, the fallen angels, Lucifer, and the demons has no power over us. That is why the Most High have been calling for his people, the Israelites, to become faithful. And that is why most time you hear me speak, I always telling us that faithful to the living to the Most High will get us everything we need and anything we want. It is important that you live faithful to the Most High. My people, don't become the enemy of God by loving the things that God declares He hates. You don't have to guess about what He hates. You don't have to guess about who He hates. He tells you in His holy scriptures who He hates and what He hates. People, show the Most High how much you love Him by start hating those people and the things that He hates. Oh, great supremant of the Most High, as I finish speaking today, let your words, let your Holy Spirit go with my words. Let your Holy Spirit lend clarity where I would have lent confusion. In Yahshua's name I say, let it be done. I'll talk to you tomorrow. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the Diaspora Machismo.